Mr. Johns, any expectations from Carney's visit to Washington?
Well, hopefully he's going to talk about forestry and the softwood lumber dispute, because a mill just went down on Vancouver Island in Crofton. There's 350 employees that are out of work. So, I mean, the $50 million they've earmarked for workers is just so far short of what's needed to support people that are, losing their jobs just before Christmas, that have families to feed and bills to pay. And, we see constantly this government supporting big companies like Stellantis, and they're leaving workers behind. So I'm hoping that he's going to be talking about forestry and the impact that this dispute is having on workers in our whole industry in our province, especially in BC. So Vancouver Islanders are feeling the pain of this. So I mean, right now this government needs to get money out the door to support those workers and give them some assurances that this federal government's got their back.
What's the outcome you're hoping for? Like the removal of tariffs, or,
Well, they need to get to an agreement. They need to have an all-out support. We see in the European Union, they've taken a multifaceted approach. I mean, even in steel, back, in 2016, 2017, we had an all-out, approach. We had all parties down in Washington, down at our regional caucuses that are, all of us or most of us are members of the Canada-U.S. parliamentary associations, and we had full court press. And right now, this government isn't calling us in to take that approach, and they're trying to do it on their own when we've all got relationships south of the border, and they need all hands on deck. And we need an all-Canada approach right now to make sure that all sectors are supported, but that we get an agreement done and we help educate legislators down there that this isn't just impacting Canadians, but it's impacting, American workers and American consumers as well. So I'm hoping that there is some positive results, but we don't want to see the Prime Minister go down there, meet with the President, and come back and again not talk about forestry. And because forestry workers in British Columbia are really feeling the impact of this, and we need all hands on deck to support them right now. So thank you so much.
Just on jobs numbers today, unemployment actually went down in Canada, but that was largely due to part-time work. Can I get your response?
Well, I mean, right now people aren't able to find good paying, full-time, stable employment. We're seeing that right across the board, and even people that they're getting impacted by the cost of living, and we know what that's driven from. You're seeing big oil, big banks, big grocery, big telecommunication companies all posting record profits on the things that people need. So we all want people to win. We want medium, small, big, large businesses to succeed, but it can't be on the backs of everyday Canadians. And so this is critical that the government take a look at this runaway, out of control, unfettered corporate greed that people are now becoming accustomed to, and it's just becoming generally acceptable. And so right now we're seeing a lot of precarious and part-time employment instead of the full-time, good-paying jobs that people need and deserve. So, there is no integrated, coordinated plan on how we're going to create long-term stable employment for people in this country with good-paying jobs and tackle the real impacts, the reasons why people are being impacted on cost of living. So, we need to work together at a time like this and stand in solidarity. And again, today, the Prime Minister has a chance to show that in his meetings with Donald Trump and the American administration, that he needs to show up for forestry workers on Vancouver Island, because right now that's what I'm really concerned about. So thank you.